That's right, tell them we don't care. Bloc Burnaz.
Time to lay down some serious sound.
Hey. Yeah. Hey, we don't care what you gotta say, man. That ain't doing nothing but adding fuel to the fire, you know? So we gonna do this like this here. Let's go. It's Charlemagne.
The Shadow 1613 production.
It just goes to show you when people don't pay attention.
They probably think we drunks.
Well, you got that big ass bottle of Absolute
I
there.
don't give a fuck what people think. Shit.
All right, so this is a video. It always starts out with a we have a topic, and then it turns into a general conversation about everything. But today's topic we're going to start off with. We're going to talk about Doge, not the cryptocurrency Doge. We're going to talk about the Department of Government Efficiency. First, we're going to talk about. I got something written in the paper here. We're going to talk about democratic waste. All right. Last 4 years, I found something on Google. It says the Democrats wasted $39 billion. Well, they spent $39 billion. All right. Part of that 39. That part of that was for DEI staffers, whatever DEI is. What is it?
I just said, so what is that?
DEI, diversity,
Economic impact, something other like that.
Okay.
so, I don't know,
Which basically everybody think when you talk about diversity and economic impact on things, they believe that they're talking about black people.
No, they're talking about it's a little bit of everybody.
It
So
includes
basically,
everybody.
what it boils down to is a company's telling you, no matter what your race, your religion, or what you believe, you're supposed to be treated fairly like you treat everybody else.
Right.
Yes,
But
that's what it means.
Yeah. So we talking about this. If I'm a Jew and I run a company, why would I want to hire, say, a Muslim?
That person didn't do nothing to you. That person, the best person for the job.
Yeah,
Let that person be the best person.
but that's not how life works. So,
I
Jeff.
understand what you're saying.
And that comes back to affirmative action.
Which
right?
is going out the window.
Affirmative action. Let me tell you one thing about affirmative action. Now, let me do introductions. That's Benita. That's Marcus. That's Chris. I'm Jeff Morpheus Black. And this is Broke 50 Cent. Tell me. Anyway.
50 Cent. Oh my God.
What? You don't know what the Broke 50 Cent? I'll show you the Broke 50 Cent later. So anyway. You can't treat everybody right when you're hired. Okay? Let's talk about the case of the supermarket that hired the girl who had 2 legs. She came to work, she had 1 leg. I don't want your ass hobbling around my store. You can't even walk with 2 legs. Now I'm coming to hire you. I can't, but yet your ass on TikTok dancing around with that flailing around, think you'll stinking ass on that 1 leg.
And what about all the exercise videos?
Yeah.
And the get ready with me videos?
Yeah, you got 1 leg. Just like me having 1 arm and mad because I can't do this.
How
You
you feel
can't
about
blame
that,
nobody.
man?
And
How you feel about that?
while we blaming people, let's talk about the fucking fat girl that tried to get into the Toyota Camry.
I mean, this is wrong.
She knows she needed like a
Exactly.
350 or something. Like it is what it is.
She wanted a lawsuit. That's what that was. She wanted something to complain about.
She's a black Karen.
Yeah, that's exactly what she is.
She chose that little car. Now, me personally, if I'm driving for Uber or Lyft for anybody, I'm gonna drive up. Hell no, I'm driving off.
They said that she would have messed up his shocks and his damn
And they said the
tires.
car would sound like it was already
Transmission
was
and
that way.
Yeah,
Transmission probably would have dropped right in the middle of the road.
she got the cheapest option
Yeah.
instead of getting like an XL.
When they say she's a rapper from someplace,
Yeah.
you need to rap your ass to Jenny Cracker. That's what you need to do.
Why don't she do like everybody else do? Go. She can have some of my insulin. She can lose some weight.
So again, those are 2 examples of the downside of treating everybody fair and equal. Both of them girls probably trying to get a lawsuit going, but you can't treat everybody fair and equal. My thing is, but if you come to my company to apply for a job carrying a ladder around, and I see you got a fake leg, guess what? You can't do that job.
You can't.
You got a fake leg. And I'm gonna ask you.
It's-
I'll probably get fired. Like, what if your fake leg breaks at the knee?
I get that. Both of them in those situations were looking to get some kind of payment.
Looking to get some type of payment. That's why they
Point blank,
did
that's
it
all they were
first.
looking for. They didn't.
But
really
you
want
know,
the
like,
job. She didn't really.
The one-legged lady, I had to dig deep into her shit. And that's when I created my third TikTok page. Anyhow,
let's move on.
no, let's talk about this lady with the one fucking leg.
We talked about
No,
the lady.
we're gonna talk about her some more. This bitch is a fucking Karen. She would go around to different what? No, because she would go around to different parking lots and hound the handicap spots. And then when you come out and you walk normal like I do, what's wrong with you? Why you parking in the handicap? And recording that shit.
She don't know, like she don't know.
Not every handicap is something that's visible.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
All the time. If walking, I can't walk 2 feet before I need
Exactly.
oxygen and everything else. How do you know that?
Yeah, that's what she was doing, demanding to see IDs and all that stuff. She ain't
Yeah,
running
she got
for.
punched in the face.
She should come here and do that. Anyhow, carry on.
Can we carry on now?
Yes.
Moving on. Let's go back to the Pentagon.
All right.
Okay, now what about the Pentagon now? What happened?
They spent a ton of money.
Pentagon spent $33 billion in September alone. They spent $16.6 million on ribeye steak.
Well, can they give you
Damn,
some of that
what?
steak?
Mm.
What do they need the ribeye steaks for?
They're for their dinners or whatever.
But
they
see, the
needed.
thing is
But
this. I don't think it was all spent in that building. That's probably wherever they are. The worldwide. Oh, your agent said you got a Pentagon card, whatever, government credit card. I mean, eat a ribeye steak, T-bone, whatever.
So you're saying they got company cars?
Well,
Yeah,
not
but they
that-
might have company credit.
you don't know, but
Okay,
just the ideal alone that we are financially strapped,
But
that
yeah,
they're spending that type of money on those things.
They be downgraded to meat. Something.
Go ahead. They spent.
Okay, they spent $6.1 million on lobster.
Now,
That's just for September. We're not talking
Oh,
about the whole
lobster?
year. Yes.
Lobster, what?
I'm telling you, any of this
They need
information
to-
is open records. It can be researched
So now,
online.
this is the thing.
that's
They-
crazy. That's
Now,
ridiculous.
now, this is the money that's spent in the country. That
But
has
for 1 month.
That had nothing to do with the money that was going to
Ukraine.
Ukraine, Israel. I see. So this is the reason you gotta watch how you have kids in your videos. Now I got flagged this thing. This video is good for kids. So you gotta watch your language because kids are in it.
Right, it's like a kid, yo.
I got problems.
All right.
Now, go ahead. Carry on with the rest of it.
Okay. They spent $113,000 on ice cream.
Just for September. Now, all these is just numbers for September.
But why spend all this money on? Like,
I don't understand.
$36,000 on footrests.
Footrest.
Guess you put that under your desk.
Well, can they send me one?
that's strange.
$5.1 million on Apple products.
Now, why did it have to be Apple? Don't get me wrong. I understand you need
Because
technology and stuff.
Apple is the closest thing you're going to get to a computer with a cell phone. It has a lot of things on it.
Yeah, but it's still, the number to me is still elevated
That's what I'm thinking.
for any of it, just for 1 month. If you would have said a year, I'd be like, yeah, I can go
see
with it,
that.
but you're talking 1 month.
Especially for those ribeyes. You mean tell me what
Well,
the heck?
I like New York strip myself.
like
I didn't have
T-bone.
one of them.
Well, because it got the perfect amount of fat, lean, and the fat in it.
So now,
On
Speaking
steak,
of that-
though? You trying to probably with a steak for it?
Did eat.
eat
Nah, it gotta be something.
But
dinner,
are-
lunches.
What are they doing? Are they having it for some kind of whatever generals or something? Or
Even
are
if
they-
it's for
like I said,
generals,
I'm
Benita,
just saying,
that's a lot.
Yeah, but you
So
said
I'm trying to get
million?
the reasonings. So
Million.
you tell me,
Millions in steaks.
yeah, millions, 16.
In
They
September alone.
spent,
in
yeah.
September alone.
I still don't add up though.
Yes, it do.
How many government officials are eating? Those
It was for the
ribeyes?
Pentagon, so they could have fed every
That could be
army
That
base.
could be military too.
Yeah, so it's the Pentagon, so they could have fed all the military people that way.
Now you got
But to me, the number is still
part
high.
of that $39 billion is for military and stuff like that too.
Yeah, everything that falls under the Pentagon.
And now, if they spent $39 billion, right? Imagine what their budget is.
Unlimited. That's what it sounds like.
Think of the money they sent to Ukraine.
It's not unlimited.
I'm just saying, but this
Yeah,
sounds
but
like it's
look at
unlimited
the money they
because
sent to Ukraine. So you think what their budget is?
See, here's what happened. I believe their budget, for whatever
Mhm.
categorize it, I believe it was something like
Got to be somewhere in the trillions.
I forget what it was just for the Pentagon.
Okay.
But it might have been something like 175 million for the year.
Okay.
And I believe what happens is like every corporation, they buy the stuff that they need, and then when they get to the end of the physical year, they got all this money left over, and they spend it because they don't want their budget to be cut lower. Because if it's money left over, that means that I gave you too big of a budget, so I'm gonna cut back on the budget. My corporation was like that. So every September, October, we gotta. Oh well, we need chairs, we need this. We have to spend it out, or else our budget would be cut. So I believe that's what they probably did, especially since it was in September.
Yeah, because that's
so that tells me
fiscal year
that their budget is too big, and they got all this extra, not even extra, they got money left over that they have to spend,
which could have been allocated
somewhere else. Yes,
where it was much needed.
Allocated somewhere else. So now let's talk about. We're gonna stay with Doge. Let's talk about everybody know who the leader of Doge is, right? The man who's
Elon Musk.
Elon Musk is running it. Now, we're gonna talk about some of the things he cut back on. Okay,
This is good.
he cut back on this federal department, the Federal Sandwich Oversight Board, $17 million a year for optimal bread to meat ratio in sandwiches.
So you mean tell me there's people out there that just say, "Oh, you got 4 slices of meat on this bread, this half a sandwich.
That's not enough.
And you gonna charge me for this sandwich per se after whatever's on it. Then you gonna charge me $8 for this little half a sandwich that I got.
So basically, right now,
I ain't get my
the
money
government
worth.
says it's supposed to be 6 pieces of meat on that $8 sandwich.
Right.
That's what that department does. That's all they did.
Wow.
Their budget was $17 million a year.
A year.
A year.
To go around, meet the bread ratio. However, they say that, and reading into that say if you have a 6-inch roll, you should have at least 7 slices of meat.
Now, to give you an idea, right?
Okay.
The corner store give you 3.
$17 million a year, so you know most likely budgets go up.
Mm-hmm.
This department was established in 1972. So now, next one. The National Council for Antique Doorknobs, $6.8 million a year. They started in 1948.
What is it so fantastic about these antique
What
doorknobs?
do they do?
The antique doorknobs first preserve history, but the generations now don't want.
Marcus.
Turn that music off. It's a button.
So see for the kids. With the kids. This is the most normal video we're gonna have because of the kids.
No, I don't care about nobody being no kid. Get your ass out of here.
So anyway, what did the national? You know what? You don't have fun. I want somebody to Google it. But Google that. See what the National Antique Doorknob Fund do. What do they do?
Okay.
National Council for Antique Doorknobs.
You know I can't take that back. I can't take that.
National Council for Antique Doorknobs.
I want to know what they do. I want to know what they do for $6.8 million a year.
When this house was bought, when it was originally viewed, like you come in, oh, let me take a look at it. The house will mark, call the realtor, let you take a look at it. Every door in this house had antique doorknob. By the time we closed, wasn't no doorknobs.
So let me ask you a question. Was the doorknobs there you went under contract?
No, it wasn't anything. You know, I went back and read it because those diamond doorknobs are expensive.
Yeah.
The glass.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Yeah.
Yep, National Council for Antique Doorknobs. I want to know exactly what they do. They've been around since 1948.
I can that far back. Yeah, I can
Oh,
see.
wait, you know what? You got is that thing working?
Mm-hmm.
What's it called?
Alexa.
Alexa, what does the National Council for Antique Doorknobs do?
From BlocBurnaz.com. So now it's available to any standard door, each product is individually decorated.
Alexa, stop. As you can see, Alexa doesn't know.
Alexa, who is the National Council on Antique Doorknobs.
On neverbunch.com, the Antique Council is a professional association of antique dealers that mandates the highest ethical and professional standards.
Okay, so we're gonna get back to that. 'Cause I want to know what they do. Our next one, the Bureau of Patriotic Balloon Deployment tasked with releasing balloons. They get $5 million a year.
Wait a minute, what
The
did they do?
Bureau of Patriotic Balloon Deployment tasked with releasing balloons.
In other words, say if you have a 4th of July celebration, they'll come and release red, white, and blue balloons.
And they
A military parade, maybe they come and release another 200-300 balloons.
how much they get?
$5 million a year.
To release a balloon.
I'm all wrong with my LLC. The government was the way to go, apparently.
$5 million?
Yeah. That's what I said. I'm on the wrong hustle, Marcus.
$5 million is everything.
Yes.
Why would you release balloons? All you do is drive around with a healing tank and let them go.
Absolutely.
But I thought it was illegal to even release them anymore. To let them go up into the sky.
Well, who knows? Next one. The Department of Metric Conversion Resistance to ensure the U.S. never adopted the metric system.
We do
They
have a
get-
metric system.
They get $3 million a year.
But we have a metric system.
We need to go to the metric system. You know who knows the metric system very well?
Who?
Drug dealers. They know I need a kilo of coke. I need a gram. I need an eighth. I don't know what a kilo is. Oh, how do you measure kilo? I just found out a league is a mile. And that's not even metric. That's-
Well, with the drug that you can buy scales to measure all that stuff,
yeah, I
Jeff.
know, but like if you
They don't know about the eye though.
Mm-hmm.
if you go 80 miles an hour, how many kilometers is that? Kilometers, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, that's the thing. They know that. All right. The Federal Council on Sports Mascot Safety, $8.9 million a year.
Mascot safety?
Yes, to make sure you're not your little costume you got on got a hole you can breathe and all that in it, and the mask you can see.
Damn.
Wrong hustle. I keep telling you, I did.
Whoever got those jobs be balling out, boy.
Gail didn't know about all this stuff. She didn't.
National Institute for Corn Maze Strategy, $9 million a year.
Wait.
Wait, corn?
Making the maze easier for families. Corn maze.
No, you get a cornfield, they make a maze out of it.
$9 million though?
$9 million
to do what?
to make sure that families can get through it.
Yeah, cut them.
They got
All of them should be cut so far.
Task Force on Official State Muffins promote muffins diplomacy between blueberry and corn muffins. They get $2 million a year.
And that's just for them to say whether blueberry or corn is better.
Yes.
Must be blueberry.
Huh? But you get $2 million a year for that, though.
So I get going to a random restaurant, try a corn muffin and a blueberry, and decipher which one's better.
Yes.
That's insane.
Okay. Another department they're getting rid of. Department of Regional Duck Enthusiasts received $3.4 million a year for duck-related festivals, training them to quack in harmony.
Look how Benita looking all crazy.
Wait, so
that's
that
bullshit.
orchestra for ducks? That's what it is? That's
You
insane.
teach them how to quack in harmony.
Teach them how to quack in harmony.
Look, quack, 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 quack. No.
And how much they get a year?
It doesn't say.
After 4
3.4.
years, I'm going to put my
3.4.
LLC to use for the next
3.4.
Democratic that walk in.
All right. The Office of Commemorative Spoon Distribution received $1.2 million a year for spoons for something. I can't see what that says underneath, but whatever that is, they need to get rid of. The National Lint Aware Bureau received $900K a year.
For what? For lint?
Lint Aware Bureau.
What?
I don't even know what that means.
So what do they do?
Like,
They probably
you got
check
lint on
lint.
you.
Get something for your lint.
So what they like decide? Oh, yeah, this material holds this lint, and this.
No.
Yeah, they probably can decipher what kind of lint it is too, but that's a lot of money per year though. If you can get a hustle, that's a hustle. All of them are hustles.
That's what it sounds
They're
like.
all
to me.
hustles.
And the government been letting them go for years. I'm glad they cut all those programs.
So right now, that is 2 that I have. But that's the 2 that I found. This is 2. Well, not 2.
I'm
that's-
interested in that quack quack shit though.
So basically, their job is to train ducks to quack
In harmony.
Yeah.
So they got band lessons.
That's that thing.
Yes. In the back? in the
It's
back
a
bag.
button for it,
Mm-hmm. What's next?
I thought I had it, but that ain't even it.
No.
That's just better.
All that stuff that normally is going to have a .gov extension to it.
Okay.
Yeah. So this is some of the stuff he's cutting.
And he needs to cut it. Like let me not say that. That would be nice.
See what?
What you gotta say?
I'm glad he's doing something about those bitches on food stamps
Well, you know what?
and rental assistance. Always said, I worked, I did the right thing. My kids was never on welfare. We ain't had no Section 8. We ain't had no food stamps. We ain't had no Medicaid. I worked and did the right thing. I always say I pay into a program I can't benefit from. These bitches that made a career out of it.
Well,
I'm glad he cutting it. Bitch, get up and go to work. Same way you laid on your back and made those babies lay on your back and do something else and get paid.
think of it like this. They had one person saying, I can't go to work. My kids are in school.
And?
Kids in school.
So you have a choice to do this. Number one, your kids are in school. I don't know how old the kids were, but your kids are in school. So there's no reason for you to be home. You know how many houses I go into where the mother and the father laying up there, or the mother and the boyfriend, they sitting there chilling, smoking weed while I'm in there busting my ass trying not to die.
Yeah, not only is you busting your ass doing something at their house, but then a portion of your check is given to the state of New Jersey to support their lifestyle.
Yep. Mm-hmm. So
I hate when they say it's not like the money come out your pocket.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And when I don't give enough money, that's what they say. Either pay me this money, or I'm gonna garnish your paycheck, seize your bank account, and seize your property.
Uh-huh.
That's what they say to you. You got 30 days to comply, motherfucker.
They gave you 30. They only gave me 2 weeks.
Well, and I complied for 30
They the biggest.
days.
They are the biggest fucking mob around.
I wanted to do the right thing as an American. I'm good old American. Yes, sir, Mr. Charlie. I pay. I pay. Good. We needed that. You know why we needed? You know what they called me? They called me the night before. Thank you for making your payment, Mr. Morgan. Why? We needed that. Because the $39 billion we were sending to Ukraine was short $10,000.
You got it.
So now we can send that file out.
We appreciate you.
Yeah, we appreciate you. We appreciate what you did. Thank you, sir.
That is some shit. You mail a tax payment. Next morning you wake up. We sent $39 billion to Ukraine. Y'all didn't need my fucking money then.
Nope.
The IRS wasn't created for that reason.
No.
And
they do need I'm not going to say dismantle the Internal Revenue Service, but they need to revamp it.
Well, I'm not going to say the IRS didn't send the money. The IRS took that money and put it in a pool for the budget.
Right, I understand that.
Yeah, so.
It's just like when I hear people say, "Oh, I paid into Social Security." I can guarantee you, everybody sitting at this table that didn't work. Mm-hmm. You did not put all that money into Social Security. Benita going to get $2,000 a month when she retire. However, Benita only paid $18,000 in the course of her work history to Social Security. So all that money that you receive technically is not money that you put in. It's money that came from an overall budget. That's why I get mad. I worked, put that money in there, not all of it. You only put you didn't put all that money in there.
Don't they say the company puts money in there for you too?
And so does the federal government, yeah.
Yeah.
It's almost like an unspoken match program.
Right.
Yeah.
They don't say it, but it exists in order for you to get what you, like you said, what you receive.
Yeah. And the other thing that they're revamping is the VA system.
How are they revamping that?
The money is not being used for what it should be used for.
Okay.
They are, and once again, I'm the responsible adult. They need to take money away from Planned Parenthood. Planned Parenthood, when they was getting that budget money, it was originally meant to teach safe sex, prevention of pregnancy, prevention of STDs. Almost 90% of their budget go for abortions. So they do need to revamp that program, and they need to get back to what that program was created for.
Planned Parenthood.
I ain't gonna never forget my dad kid coming home.
With school lunch.
No, not even school lunch. Why we ain't got food stamps? Oh, well, damn. What? That's what y'all talking about in school? Because everybody else got a food stamp card and I ain't got no food stamp card. That was right around the time they started coming on the cards. Because I work.
They work for a living.
Your dad worked. It is what it is. Then the next one was, we got roaches. I ain't seen no roaches. What roaches look like? You sit in school and that's what y'all talking about, food stamps and fucking roaches.
Wow, what a topic.
But that's the environment they was in.
So this EBT thing.
Ooh.
So you think they should do away with 100%?
No.
Like get rid of the whole system?
No, because I actually believe it's some people that actually need it. But
okay, next question. Should people on EBT can only get like when you're on WIC, you can only get certain things?
Right.
Should EBT be the same way?
Yes.
Yes.
Now, before you go further, I had to piggyback on that when me and you was talking before. When the U.S. Department of Agriculture get their reports or whatever it may be, say for instance, Jewel Teas. You know what Jewel Teas is, right? No, you do.
Jewel Teas gone.
Yeah, but let's just use them for example.
Use
when they submit, the U.S. Department of Agriculture can see exactly what's being sold in that store and what product.
Okay.
So Benita goes, she get $300 in food stamps every month, but she's spending $175 to $200 on Jolly Ranchers, ice cream, tasty cakes, things of that nature.
Pretzels, potato chips.
Right, junk food. Or Benita spent her entire $300 on seafood. So when are the kids getting their vegetables and proteins and things of that nature? Right. So it needs to be revamped. I'm gonna say revamped.
Yeah, I definitely think it needs to be revamped.
It needs to be revamped.
And my thing overall, not even just EBT, but the whole system themselves need to be drug tested.
I tell you what.
I agree to the drug testing.
So if I'm working myself to death, because that's where we're all going. Yeah. Why can't I get $200 a month?
You should be able.
I don't need a lot. All I need is $200 a month.
I agree.
All these $200 a month, and you only yes.
You should have took that thing downstairs.
You shouldn't have brought it up. So
now, what they saying now is, if Benita worked at least 30 to 35 hours a week, she's entitled to some.
But don't you gotta have kids somewhere?
No, you don't have to have kids to receive food stamps.
So the next thing, what is the what is your income scale?
They said he's not basing it on income. He's basing it on Benita work, regardless of income. She worked 38 hours a week, 40 hours a week.
Right.
On the old scale, one person received $295 a month. That don't work.
I don't need.
So guess what? Regardless of what you make, you one person. So we give you $295 a month now to supplement your income.
I don't need $295. All I need is $200.
Yeah, but $295 is the standard for one person.
And I would take that.
Yeah.
You know
what's wrong with helping the working person? We help people that don't work.
We need
and have no desire to work.
Right. Same thing with the food banks and stuff. You know, sometimes you might need to do that to make that stretch a little bit. To the end of the month.
So what if they say?
Not saying that you.
What if they say instead of giving you working people EBT, you can go to a food bank and get food? They're not going to question you.
But guess what? You can do that too, even while receiving food stamps.
Yeah. So
I know a mother and daughter duo that goes to food banks twice a week. And they come back with rolls of ground beef, 10-pound bags of chicken. They get shrimp, they get eggs, they get big ass blocks of butter, fresh vegetables.
And stuff like that is supposed to be as I said, treat to yourself. That's as a working person. That's a treat.
What's a treat?
If I get crabs, if I get shrimp, that is a treat to me because it's
to a working person.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, right. And I agree. To us, when we go and buy crabs, it's a treat. We don't get them often because we got bills and whatnot.
Right.
But somebody that's not working, that's on public assistance or state assistance, they go out and buy a bushel basket or a case of crab legs.
Listen.
Or about 6 or 7.
This is a bottle of water.
Lobster tails.
This is a bottle of water. Do you need this to live?
Absolutely.
Do you need this to live?
No, you don't.
So you want this.
Yes.
I want that, but I need that.
So that's why EBT should be what you need, not what you want. You don't need T-bone steaks. You don't need crabs. You don't need lobsters.
Don't need shrimp.
No, listen. Beans, rice, chicken, and beef.
And some fish. I'll put some fish in there.
Yeah, you can throw fish in there.
I'll put some fish in there.
Standard fish. Turkey, yes. The type of fish you can put in. Catfish. What's the other fish called?
Tilapia.
Flounder or whiting.
You don't need lobster.
Don't need crab.
You don't need crab. You don't need Donald's crab. You don't need Alaskan crabs. Paleo crab, whatever the
Alaskan
science name.
crab.
Yeah, that you don't need. So they can revamp and cut it down to what you need. But the problem is this: I got $300 food stamps a month. I want that shit they got there for me. You need to give me $100 to my card.
You gonna do it?
So you give her $100 cash. You go use the $200 or whatever that is on the card. They take the money you gave them, and they still go buy that stuff. But
there's always what they say a way around it.
A loophole.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not trying to be petty or nothing. I don't even like shopping the first week of the month.
That's an absolutely no.
Because I'll be in line mad as hell.
Marcus.
His mic in here.
Oh, it is.
I'll be in line mad as hell.
Never mind.
Susie in front of me with crab legs and shrimps and using EBT, and I'm struggling just to buy meats the last 4 weeks.
And look, already counting. Oh, I'm gonna have to put this back.
Yeah, like come on.
Because I can't afford it. I know I can't.
Yeah, but the person that don't work can't afford that stuff.
And it might have been something as simple as, I know I can't get this ice cream. I'm gonna have to put this back.
It's either this ice cream or this loaf of bread.
Well, loaf of bread is definitely gonna be it. Because guess what? I can make a sandwich out of that. I don't care if I got butter, I can make me some toast, drink me a cup of coffee. I done had me a damn meal. Shoot, I can survive off of that. My stomach is full, and I can survive off of that. Now the ice cream is a want. You know what? I want to treat myself. I want to get me some ice cream.
Now, if you're smart,
Friendlies.
get yourself an ice cream maker. Get your ice cream maker some sugar, some salt.
Vanilla.
Yeah,
I remember Dad used to make it.
I still remember making it from the snow.
Yeah, that's snow cream.
Yep.
Yeah. You need canned milk for that too.
Anyway, let's take a pause.
AKA Rutabaga. Chances are slim. And Slim just walked out the door. Door. 3, 4, still 6, Street, my Tavern 825. Chances are slim. And Slim just walked out the door. You see Slim. 3, 4, still 6, Street, my Tavern 825. 3, 4, still 6, Street, my Tavern 825. sick, fine mind, serenade to dawn. A fright to himself, the might guide soul.